Augustine from, where were we?
We were in
Williston.
Yep, Williston, Florida. It's a little south of Gainesville.
And right before we left, we were just taking our time getting packed up and everything, so I decided to wash the truck off a little bit. And do you mind turning the camera around for me?
Oh. It's kind of gross.
We've been on the road for 40 minutes,
I don't know
and I
if
had
you
a
can see that.
clean vehicle.
It like rained bugs. I don't know if the camera's gonna let you like see that at all.
It was a bit ridiculous.
We'll take pictures of it.
So I'm interested to see what the front of the vehicle looks like again. There was like a 4-inch dragonfly.
That was ginormous.
It's a pretty drive. It's just buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bye. We're back at Mojo's Tacos.
First timer for me, popping my Mojo's cherry.
But like, so we just ate at Mojo's Tacos
Again!
with Tim and Am.
Awesome.
1 year later!
We love to travel, but more than anything, we like to share good things with good people.
Who we
And
love.
we got to do that today.
Yes.
So, these guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. It was amazing. Very, very good.
They actually shared with us because they purchased for us.
Oh,
But we love to travel, but the best thing about traveling is finding places, and the most horrible part about traveling is I'm trying to open the door for my wife. The horrible part about traveling is sometimes you do it alone, and so it's always good to go back and visit a familiar place and see the things that you loved with people that you love. So
right on,
I don't know if that's a tip, but that's our tip for today.
I like it.
Yeah. Share your joy.
Share your joy. That's a good one.
I like that.
And when you open your door for your wife, she should be on the same side of the truck as you. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
It's May 5th, 2019 marks our first year together as husband and wife and husband. And we're camping in our Lance with our friends.
There's
The-
Timmy.
Hi
the
guys.
Obsessive truck
I'm
cleaners,
obsessively
but look how
clean.
nice that is.
Don't mind me.
We're about to go get breakfast at Manatee Cafe and then hang out in St. Augustine.
So we just ate at Manatee Cafe here in St. Augustine. It's one of our favorite places to eat. We usually come for breakfast. I just had a vegetarian breakfast bagel, which had like sweet potato sprouts, cream cheese, guacamole. It was so amazing. What did you eat? That looks really good.
I had the hash browns, I guess is what.
Yep.
But they're like squared off potatoes. I don't know what to call them. But they were
Chips.
amazing. And then burrito. It was their breakfast burrito with white cheddar cheese. I had eggs. I had sweet potato. I don't even know what it was. It was gone, which is why you don't have any photos of anything.
All of that to say, if you are very health food conscious, they have vegetarian, gluten-free, vegan. They have all kind of different health food options here, and it's just a great place to hang.
Everything's amazing.
Yeah.
Good coffee too. We are at the laundromat in our campground on a rainy day, and we love our Lance, and it's got some cool features like the awning when it gets rainy and windy will come in automatically, which is awesome, and it did that. And then it has this feature for the fantastic fan that it will close itself. At least we were told it will close itself when it rains and the fan's on. It didn't do that. So we are washing our sheets and our bedspread, and we're gonna go back and blow dry our mattress.
So we just had some windows open and some fans on to circulate some air in there because it was an overcast day. It wasn't super hot, and we were about 15 minutes away just enjoying the area and enjoying St. Augustine. And we were like, oh, I wonder if the awning worked. I wonder if this fantastic fans worked. And so fantastic fans didn't, and
We should probably do this again out there where it's not loud.
it's okay. So washer and dryers are here. So yeah, lesson learned. Either get it to work or don't trust a fantastic fan. But now it's a rainy day and we're trying to figure out what else to do, but it's definitely not like having a really comfy movie day in bed because bed is wet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just keep rolling, do some laundry, and go figure out what to do next because it's our anniversary and this isn't gonna burst my bubble. So.
We're leaving St. Augustine today to go to North Carolina, Matthews, which is near Charlotte, to visit our friend Brittany. And we thought we'd just give you a little recap on what we did here in St. Augustine. Well, first we went to Devil's Den, and what was the name of that garden?
Cedar Lake. That was actually down by Crystal River.
Yeah, and it's pretty much right next door to Devil's Den. I had no idea about it, but Jenna found it, wanted to go. It was a little bit underwater, but it was still really cool to see some of the stuff that they had there. They had a lot of plants and
It's a botanical garden.
fig trees, giant fig tree,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
and a happy little duck taking a bath.
Yeah, that was cool.
Then we went to Devil's Den and had a pretty good time there. Swam in some frigid water, but once you're in there for a little bit, it gets easy.
Yeah.
You grow acclimated to it pretty quickly. We're chilling out in the campground right now.
So right now we're in Compass RV Park here in St. Augustine, and they have a nice little lake that you can just walk to depending on where your site is. You can just walk to this lake in the morning, and it's really nice. So.
And there's supposed to be a trail that goes all the way around the park, but it's been raining here, so it was a little bit wet.
It's a little wet.
And there's some spider webs everywhere. And then in St. Augustine, we went to Manatee Cafe yesterday, and it's such a good breakfast that we're gonna go back today
Yeah.
before we leave. And only because what's closed? I always get it wrong.
Okay, so
Ice plant.
yes.
Ice plant.
So the day after our wedding, we went to what's called the Ice Plant. It is attached to St. Augustine Distillery, which is really cool. That is only like 2 minutes out of St. Augustine, the winery and distillery. But the distillery has a place called the Ice Plant where you can go to brunch weekend mornings, and it's so nice. There's like an avocado toast, and they have the best Bloody Mary, and that was going to be our plan for this morning. But they don't open until 11:30, and we hope to be on the road by then. So we're gonna go back to Manatee Cafe, which is another amazing place to go. And that's not far from here either. That's like 5-10 minutes, and probably on our way out. So.
And then to celebrate our actual anniversary, we went to the restaurant that's attached to the place we got married, called the White Room. Restaurant is called A1A Ale House,
Yes.
and they have a little balcony. We got married on a rooftop at the White Room, and they have a little balcony on A1A that kind of gives us that vibe.
Yeah, mimics that a little.
And we got to be on the park side, which was really cool because they had a mariachi band last night for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, that was really cool. So we got a view, we got the water, we got the bridge, we got the water, all the boats, and then we got that music. I totally planned the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful, and while you're walking to the park to dinner, you can dance with everybody else, and it was amazing. It was a great anniversary there.
And it happened to be a Sunday this year, our anniversary, so it wasn't busy at all. It was
the
great.
restaurant wasn't busy.
Yeah.
So I called to make a reservation. They were like, just come. Okay. So those are a couple of recommendations on a couple of food places. We also visited our favorite taco place down here called Mojo's Tacos. They have carnivorous and vegetarian options, but excellent. They raised the bar.
And Hippo Pops. We didn't have a cake at our wedding,
Yeah.
so we went to Hippo Pops, which I don't think we got any video there.
I don't know, but go. There's 2 locations down here
Yeah.
in St. Augustine. They have amazing flavors. Like his favorite is blueberry cinnamon.
Blueberry cinnamon. I had a plum ginger last night. That was
Yes.
really good as well. And you had
They're just.
peanut butter?
I had peanut butter pie, but I also liked champagne mango. I like the there's like watermelon hibiscus. Just really interesting flavors that you're not gonna find in a box at a store. So
They
I
have
like that.
they have a few stores in, of course, in St. Augustine, but also in Jacksonville and Sanibel, a couple different places. Oh, there's the dog I was petting.
Oh, squirrel.
And then they can ship to anywhere as well. A little bit more pricey because you have to buy a few, but It's
totally
good.
worth it.
We sent some to our to my cousin Bridget, who was my best person for our wedding, and had her and her kids try some to figure out
What flavors we
which
should have at the
flavor was the
wedding.
best.
That was cool.
So
We did, okay, so yesterday one of the things we did was we went to the lighthouse on St. Augustine
Oh, yeah.
Beach there. How much was that? It was like $25 per person?
$12.
Okay, $12 per person, much better price. You go there, they also, when you go tour the lighthouse, 219 steps. Just to give you an idea, there is no handicap accessibility. So when you go, you can tour the grounds. They have a couple really cool historic houses that you can go through. You can see where the lighthouse keepers lived with there were two of them, two families lived in this house. You can tour that house. You can see all the things, like when they would treasure hunt or they would go dive in the water, all the things they would find. That was really cool. My recommendation to you is to try to go in the morning when you can see a sunrise, which would be so cool. But you can see views of St. Augustine on the other side of the lighthouse. Of course, you can see the water and the boats. It's really cool. We did get up there and 2 minutes later got kicked off because there was a lightning storm coming and a bit like huge rainstorm coming, so we had to get down really quickly and they closed the lighthouse. So just kind of be mindful of weather. They won't let you up there very long. But when we got stuck in the rain, they have like a little ale house or beer house there, and we just stopped and had a drink. And when the rain cleared enough, we left. So, but it was cool.
I think it was struck by lightning in 1908. So they're pretty serious about getting everybody out of there, and it takes a while. I think it was 10 to 12 minutes on, I think they said, per average person to get up the lighthouse, because it's all stairs.
But you can do it.
And so they have somebody run up there when there's a storm coming through and has everybody come down. They lock the door. But they're really accommodating, and as soon as the weather clears, they'll let you back in and up, and you can also come back as long as you have your wristband.
Yep, they give you a wristband. So it's really cool. One of my favorite parts about that area or that house was they had a garden. They had a little vegetable garden. Not that you can pick from, but it was really cool to see what they're planting, because I like to garden, and they have an herb garden. So you could see they were growing coriander, thyme, parsley. That was just really cool to see that somebody is still maintaining all kinds of life there. So.
And rosemary.
Yes, rosemary. Rosemary is my favorite herb, so yes, that was very cool. But so, and then we kind of got rained out for most of the day, and just
went to another taco place. But
also just had the opportunity. That gave us the opportunity to kind of slow down, get some laundry done, clean the RV, that kind of thing. So
yeah, it didn't.
The rain has its advantages too.
Just like most things in life, it didn't work out the way that we had kind of anticipated it would, but it always works out.
Yeah, it's still an amazing day. The rain cleared up by the time we wanted to go out to dinner. Got to dress up a little bit and go out. It was wonderful.